What is up, guys? Or should I do the classic Twitch streamer thing where I say, "What is up, chat?" No, but so the boss DK uh, just he didn't just post it, but I'm just now getting free time to be able to do a reaction to this, and oh man, I can already tell that this is gonna be giving me issues, but wait. Let me check to make sure that.
Cryptids and conspiracy.
Okay, alright. So it's playing out of my computer, so therefore it's not going to be playing off of the monitor. Alright. Alright, just change the title. Guys, go ahead and get started. Everything seems to be going plan. Everything's working.
Creepy cryptids and conspiracies. Today we're going to be reacting to probably a little bit of all of those. So let's get into it.
Said that you won't fly commercial. You said that it's like getting into a tube with...
Okay, so for context, this guy is one of like those big churches that aren't really churches. They're more like a business. Like Joel Osteen type of church, like, but this guy is like even more evil and more greedy, if that makes any sense. So he's known for like literally taking money from like the churches, asking for donations, and then he keeps all of it, which he keeps in a separate account. And I don't know how the IRS hasn't gone to him. I don't know how he still has followers that give him money. I mean, but then again, there's the dudes that drank the Kool-Aid. I mean, if they were willing to do that, then I'm pretty sure there's people that are out there that think he's a good Christian man and are willing to give him money. But just look at this guy, man. Like if you've ever seen any shorts about him or any TikToks about him, like this dude is like a scammer, a peddler. Like the worst of the worst.
with a bunch of demons. Why do you think that?
No, listen to me this second.
Oh yeah, and what she's talking about right now is because he recently asked the church that he is the pastor of to give him and donate to him, like the people of the congregation, to donate/give to him like $2 million, I think it was, for a brand new private jet, so that way he doesn't have to fly commercially.
Not the people. The main reason is because of the need of Inside Edition. You got to get this now. Hey, you listen to me? My wife thinks Inside Edition is, oh yeah.
I'm telling you, if there really is a devil, that man's gotta be it. If there really is lizard people, that man's gotta be one of them. Like, he doesn't look real. He looks like he's wearing a mask. He's seen
definitely
him
a demon
throughout all
incarnate.
of my life. And ever since I've seen him, he's always looked the same. Someone needs to do some investigations on this man. He's not human.
They didn't show the best part, where he gets angry at her, and he's like, "And don't you ever say that I did it." And like you can see, like, just like, I don't know, it's creepy.
What the fuck? Too scared to open my door.
Come here.
I mean, that's probably a bird.
Probably bird. Yeah, it's a seagull.
The reason I had to move out of my flat. I was home alone.
What is that? That might be somebody else's mom. And they got the wrong apartment number or something.
Obviously fake.
Well, you know, if you walk around with that chain all day, people gonna be asking you, "What's the science? What's today's mathematics?"
Yeah.
All day
This,
long.
by the way, this isn't even my chain. I stole it from somebody. Yeah. I'll tell y'all who got it off camera.
Stealing cheese now?
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Is that what
Not
Jay-Z
really
sounds
stupid.
like?
Does it mean anything to you though?
Yeah, a little bit.
He has like a really.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I don't like the conversation either. I call
Kevin
myself a
Hart
guy because I
girly
feel like it
voice.
sometimes.
It
I
doesn't
just
sound like
study
that,
a little
'cause in his
lessons, but I'm
songs he
not
sounds so
into all,
different.
you know.
Religion is like a personal computer. You know, you let people in it if you
Sounds like
want to.
he's like trying to stop
In
himself.
Long Island, they
from
had the guards and the earths. You know, like the 5% Nation, the Nation of Islam. It's not the same thing, but affiliated in a way. It always was intriguing to me because they was out there hustling and doing their thing, but at the same time, they had a lot of knowledge. I had a group of friends in school, and we were all interested in this information, and we were actually cut out of school to go to the library because we realized that school wasn't teaching us about the history of our culture and our people. I had bumped into some other books that these Muslim brothers used to sell on the streets. The author was Dr. Malachi Z. York. His books just opened my eyes even wider. Simple things like when you say amen after you pray, like where does that come from? Like the origin of the Bible, the origin of the Quran. And I came across the
trust the
word
Muslim
Illuminati. I wanted to put what I was learning into the music, but I didn't want to turn the fans off. So I decided to plant seeds.
About a year later, after this song comes out, Jay-Z drops his debut, Reasonable Doubt, and on it he has a song called The Evils. What is the Illuminati? Like, if you could break down what it is that we're actually talking about when we say Illuminati.
It's a group that was formed like in the 1700s, something like that, 1600s. This dude named Adam Weishaupt. He started this group of people, like powerful, rich people that basically could shape popular opinion and the way, the world is gonna move forward. The word means like the illuminated ones. Light is like information. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you see the light now. I found out the origin of the information that they were teaching. It basically comes from this group called the Essenes in Egypt. These are like the original black culture. Like the scholars, doctors, scientists, esoteric thinkers, and they just knew how to do stuff. Like, for example, look at the pyramids. Nobody understands how the pyramids were built. These are the people that had that knowledge. Eye of Horus, the pyramid, those are artifacts and things from black culture. They represent certain things of our people from ancient black history of Egypt. You know what I mean? Ancient Egypt. You got these group of people, they break into the tombs, they steal the riches, like the gold and the mummies, and they rape and pillage our culture. They got you thinking your own people and your own artifacts and your own symbolism is evil.
It's interesting, and always will be an interesting thing to me to believe that there is a higher organization out there in the shadows, doing their thing.
Okay. Is he basically saying that his people are the people that built the pyramids? Like, I get that Egypt is in Africa, or in the African continent or whatever, but that they weren't the same people. Like that's like saying, France and Italy, they're the same people. I mean, no. Okay, you see, I just messed up. You know what, never mind, forget it. I I realize what I said. It's just right now it's like super late, and I'm trying to keep myself awake by eating cookies and milk, because I don't have any more energy drinks, and I just drank my last coffee. So, but I mean, unless he's part Egyptian that I don't know about, then yeah, I guess go for it. But like I said, they're not the same people. They're completely separated, and there's a huge difference between them.
Manipulating the world. I always find that interesting. I don't know if I necessarily believe it, but I don't doubt it. I just would like to know, why do they keep themselves so hidden? That's my biggest question. Hey, if you haven't done so already, go ahead and like the video and subscribe to the channel. I make videos like this almost every day.
Is this company trying to free the devil? I know this sounds crazy, but CERN is a company that is heavily funded and
I don't know, but that chicken looks delicious.
claims that their work helps uncover what the universe is made out of and how it works. Basically giving us a better understanding on how the Big Bang happened and how our universe was created. But there's some things that truly scare me. For one,
But that looks delicious. Check out y'all CERN. They have all these theories that every time that CERN is activated, because CERN was activated earlier in like 2020, I think it was. That was like the last activation of CERN. And before that, it was some other year. I don't remember what year. But every time they activate it, it basically jumps this world into another dimension, like a different alternate universe. And that's what they're doing. They're like skipping universes. But then there's the other theory where they are trying to open the Hell's Gates. Like every time they use it, they open it for a limited amount of time to let like certain legions of demons in from hell. And I'm guessing that's where they're gonna get the whole angels theory. They also get the angel theory the alien theory, where they're not really aliens, they're demons in disguise. But if you do notice, every time they activate the CERN, there's more and more videos come out about the Mandela effect, where it's like, I remember it being this way, or I remember it that way, and other people remember it like that. Like, I wonder if only like a percentage of the people, like if it does jump from universe to universe, like different multiverse type of thing. I wonder if only a certain amount make it, and the others get left behind. Like, they only activate it whenever they feel like a giant catastrophe is about to happen, so they jump to a safer universe, and they do. This is just a conspiracy theory for me that I've heard, and that would make sense, but with the way humanity is now, I don't believe that they are actually looking out for people anymore. So, if anything, they're, like I said, humans nowadays, they only look out for each other. I mean, look at Congress, look at the government, look at police, look at anything, look at your neighbor. That's what we've devolved into. So I doubt that these scientists are doing it for the betterment of mankind. Because scientists, just like everybody else, can be bought and paid for. I mean, you can look at any sort of medicine, like the news about like the cancer treatments that, you know, there were ways to cure cancer, then all of a sudden it just disappears. Why? Because they're paid and bought for, and they're just like, no, we want to keep doing treatments so that way we can keep earning money, blah blah. These organizations, these scientists, they're not going to look out for you. They are not looking for you for your best interest. That's just the God honest truth.
did the company go out of their way to build a facility on where the devil himself lives and sits on his throne? You see, in the Bible, in Revelation chapter 2, verse 13, Jesus says Satan's throne is in the same city in which Saint Antipas was unalived. Biblical researchers found that Saint Antipas's life was taken under Emperor Nero in a city called Lyon, which is known today as Geneva, Switzerland. That's exactly where CERN so happened to have built their company's facilities and campus. If you pay attention to CERN's logo, it strangely has 3 6s, and you know exactly what that means. Elon Musk himself calls CERN's technology demonic. Oh, and if that's not weird enough for you, they have a statue on their campus of the god Shiva, which is known as the Destroyer. One night, someone actually filmed a group of people who worked at CERN performing a human sacrifice in front of the campus's Shiva statue.
Yeah, and then the person recording disappeared. Like, his friends make post be like, hey, have you seen this guy? He just left one day and we never saw him again.
When asked about it in an interview, a spokesperson for CERN said that it was only a prank and that no one was actually harmed. Yeah, sure. A prank. Ha ha. Ha. How do you get caught doing something weird and then go, guys, relax, it's a prank, bro? Anyways, they have a machine called the Hadron Collider, the largest and most powerful particle accelerator ever built. It has only had 2 runs in its lifetime. Some people believe that this machine is actually a portal to another dimension, and that their plan is to work and find a way to release the devil himself out of hell. Which would not only release him, but a bunch of demons down there as well. Now, there is some science to this, because it creates incredibly high energy collisions with particles, which can theoretically open up a portal or tear the fabric of space-time. Now, there's no exact scientific proof of this, but who knows? Now, let's say none of this is true. There are other concerns concerning CERN. Try saying that 10 times fast. A genius and protege coined the name one of the world's smartest kids, who also created a free energy machine at the age of only 13, has warned us and said that he believes that CERN's experiments are threatening to break the fabric of our existence, and they have already moved us to a parallel reality that is similar to our own.
If there are other universes,
I promise you I have not seen this video before. This is the first time I'm watching this.
they're next to ours, and this actually relates to my theory of the Mandela effect and how the particle accelerator altered the weight of one electron and therefore destroyed our universe and shifted us into the universe that's directly next to it, and therefore things are different in this universe.
Very interesting. I am always fascinated by the design of companies. Like, why do they have a logo that quite obviously has 3 6s in it, and it also kind of sits in a biblical accurate spot? Just it seems to be too on the nose. Why would a company do that if it wasn't for these purposes? You know, like if that wasn't the idea behind it, it's crazy. It just all seems too suspicious, you know? What do you guys think?
The Craziest Celebrity Conspiracy Theories Part 7.
Everyone seems to think that I'm Adele.
It was said that this was done so that they could double on the earnings from just pitching one person's voice to make it sound like 2 different artists. And up until the Grammys, they had not been seen in the same room together. So unless this was an incredibly quick change, I think this theory is put to bed.
I don't really buy it. They need to play some of Sam Smith's songs in a more sped up octave to sound like Adele, and you will definitely hear right away that it doesn't sound like Adele at all.
Side of Disney World, the company doesn't want you to see. If you look at a map of the park, there's a little green spot in the middle of Bay Lake. There's no description of what it is, and it's completely off limits to everyone, including employees. Around 20 years ago, this mysterious island was actually another Disney park called Discovery Island. You take a boat from shore, arrive at the island, and basically look at exotic birds. Fast forward to 1999, Animal Kingdom opens, and it's basically a bigger and easier to get to version of Discovery Island. This sparked the very quick decline of the island. Today, it's abandoned and in ruins, completely overrun by nature. It's also heavily guarded. If you're anywhere near Bay Lake, you can be assured that you're being watched. It makes you wonder if there's more to this island than Disney is.
That's where they keep all the Disney characters.
Why no Bitcoins and why no cryptocurrency?
Well, Bitcoins I called the top of the market in December 2017 when it was $19,600. I said, if you have Bitcoins, sell half, keep half. This is the top. Nobody listened to me. If you knew who was really behind Bitcoin, you would run as fast as you fucking could to sell it. I know. 100%. If you knew who owned Bitcoin or who started Bitcoin, you had Bitcoin, you couldn't sleep at night. I know. 100%. And when the real founder of Bitcoin comes out, it is my humble opinion, and there's nothing humble about me, Bitcoin will go to fucking zero.
One day.
And a microsecond, whoop, like that.
Wow. I wonder if he was really talking about Satan or just some public figure that, we don't really like very much. It kind of would probably lead me to believe the case. And yeah, if a public figure that we know that we do not like says they were the creator of Bitcoin, yeah, Bitcoin's just gonna plummet like nothing.
A YouTuber broke into the Bohemian Grove 2 weeks ago and captured everything in HD. This video is like the first of its kind I've ever seen. He got a ton of footage, but let me show you what he got of the owl.
Mine. And that's the owl statue. Holy fuck.
Holy flip.
Dude, I'm actually here. This is insane. No way. Bohemian Grove. I made it. Yeah. This is the owl statue. What the fuck? No.
Is that the chariot of Ra?
This is fucking cool. Oh, that's hollow. They need to fill this pond up. They do. Yeah, that's the owl. A bunch of ferns have grown on it.
Now that is absolutely insane. For those of you that don't know, the Bohemian Grove is speculated to be some kind of conspiracy theory of where the elite go to sacrifice people. They hold their weird rituals there, and that's how they stay in power. The real definition is that it is an invite-only elite club. Only the biggest names in the world can come here. Nobody really knows what's going on in there. They just kind of light an owl and go there. Seeing all this stuff up close and everything is absolutely insane. The fact that the owl is hollow blew my mind. Seeing everything overgrown and abandoned makes me think they moved to another location for their elite invite-only club. Probably somewhere underground at this point, to be honest, so it's away from the public eye. The person that filmed this on YouTube is Dancer1. Definitely go check out his video. It's half an hour long and it is amazing. He really snuck in there with a kayak and a cast iron skillet paddling. The dude is built different. Let me know what you guys think about the Bohemian Grove. Maybe something weird is going on there. Some kind of sacrifice? Who knows?
I didn't think that the Bohemian Grove was restricted. I thought that it was public access, only was cut off during special events. I'm pretty sure it is public. But it's a really interesting thing. I did not know that owl statue was made out of plastic. It's not a real rock. That I did not know, actually. That's pretty cool. But I do not think that this individual broke in. He probably did those things with the canoe and the cast iron skillet, but he didn't break in. He would have been breaking in if there was an event going on and it was closed off to the public. But right now, it's not closed.
That would be trespassing. Not really.
Did this man just witness a real giant? On October 23rd, TikToker RBDcell posted a video from a remote location in Oregon where he claimed to have seen what appeared to be a giant looking out of a stone door high up on a cliff face just before it closed. Check this out.
There, right up there. That thing was open. It opened completely up, and then it closed back up. And there's a little slot in it right up there. You can see that little slot where it looked like somebody was staring out of. Dude, giants are freaking real. I don't care what anybody says.
This video is since
I would have to go up there. I would have to
Yeah.
walk up there and look into that little slot.
gone viral.
Or at least
over
like
the past
put your camera
weekend, he
on
and
like
his wife, along with a group of
what are
friends,
those called?
went
The
back
little
to
selfie
investigate.
sticks, so that way you're away from it in
Dropped
case like the
off.
door
We were followed
opens.
by 2 white government
You get
trucks that the
squashed
wife
by
and
it
I
and
took
killed.
off up in the hills, and we did lose and come back down. I know what I think it is. This looks like it was just set in there.
After losing these unmarked trucks, they managed to hike up there, but had some strange things happen.
Hike down the road, we're going to get up there, we're going to get what we need to get done. It's about a mile back, 2 miles up or whatever, we got to cut across. Right now, above me. Did you hear that? Yeah, but that was a big thump.
Now, another TikToker who lived nearby decided to drive out to the location. And here's what they found. So, did RBD Cell really find the home of the giant? Some kind of opening to a secret facility? Just what is going on here?
Dang, it's a shame that we didn't get to actually see up into that little slot. I would have definitely been that guy that would have been like the slot, just trying to look through it. Yeah, for sure.
A24's dream scenario. Have you heard the conspiracy? So in 2006, this patient goes to a psychiatrist and says he's been having these recurrent dreams where he sees a specific man, draws a picture of this man and says that he's never seen him in his entire life. Patient leaves, another patient comes in, sees the drawing on the psychiatrist's desk and says, I just saw that guy in my dream. Also, never seen this person in real life. So now the psychiatrist is like, what is going on? So he sends it to some of his colleagues in the field who also have patients with recurring dreams. After a few months, it turns out that several of his colleagues have patients who have also seen this man. So now the psychiatrist is super curious. He makes a website called thisman.org. It's still a live website that you can go and check out. And from 2006 to now, over 8,000 people have claimed to have seen this man in their dream, but have no connection to each other and have never seen this person in real life. If you've seen A24's dream scenario or heard about that movie, it's almost identical in concept. So the conspiracy is that A24 took it from this real life story, this man.
I've never
They make,
seen
like,
that
indie
individual in
movies.
my dreams before, not that I can recall. I don't really dream that much. Have you guys ever seen him? Let me know.
You know Disney has a club, Club 33, where you have to pay 6 figures just to join. You pretty much have to be invited. It's a very exclusive club. The only real benefits of this club are like these secret restaurants in Disney.
Oh, I heard those are good though.
You don't want to know what's on that menu. Apparently, there's a club within that club where they throw private parties for the elite, the ultra wealthy. People have like snuck in and taken pictures inside these places, and they have like artwork and statues of Baphomet.
I was thinking Boba Fett.
And they say that Walt Disney, in his parks, created a bunch of secret passageways. And there could be access through the Club 33 rooms. Why would they even need secret passageways in these kingdoms?
It's interesting to believe.
Alright, I'm gonna let him go, but a thing that Disney is doing is they are getting investors to invest in Disney World and the Disney company in general. And they say, okay, well, you invested $500,000. We are going to give you this part of the property from Disneyland. And so supposedly those investors are owners of the property. But what they do is they add like a little clause or something to where they can be kicked out at any moment and forfeit the property. So what they do whenever they want to, whenever they reach a certain time limit, like where they're just like, okay, well, you know what, you're no longer useful to us. They literally just strip them of the land, and because of the contract they signed, there's nothing they can do. They're not actual owners of the land. So Disney has been doing this for years, and a lot of investors, like, I don't know how they don't get angry with them, but I guess to them that's probably like pocket change. But yeah, anyways.
Believe that there is a Club 33 that requires you to, one, be invited. You have to be invited to this club. And two, it's a 6-figure club, so you have to not only have 6 figures to be able to join this club. Is that monthly? Is that yearly? Like, what are we talking about 6 figures? Are we just saying a one and done deal and you pay your 6 figures and you're in now for the rest of your life? or is it monthly or yearly? Because dang. And the next thing is if there is special restaurants and stuff down there, like who are the people cooking the food? Are they like extraordinary chefs, or who are these people? Like what?
It's the guy at your local Waffle House that's cooking.
What is it like being them? That's more interesting than the people who are part of the club. Is like who are the people that work in the club? That's even more interesting in my mind. I really like the conspiracy about it. I do know Club 33 is a real club, but a club within that club, I don't know. That's crazy.
The darkest conspiracy theories ever. The Bob Ross theory. Bob Ross was a famous painter on television. The theory claims that Bob Ross is actually a serial killer. It's because of one of his paintings. It's called Happy Little Accidents, which depicts an exact crime scene where 5 bodies were found. What do you think about this theory?
That'd be pretty wild. I mean, he would have had to have done them within a timely manner, maybe in his earlier days, because he was always on TV painting. Like, how do you have time to do that and be a serial killer, you know?
All of the Rugrats are a part of Angelica's imagination. They aren't real.
None of them?
Chucky died in the same accident that his mom died. And that's why his dad is always so nervous and freaking out, because he has to deal with it.
What about Tommy?
Well, Tommy was a stillborn. And that's why Stu goes down into the basement late at night, making toys for the son he wished he had.
That's why he's always depressed.
What are you doing?
Making chocolate pudding.
It's 4 o'clock in the morning. Why on earth are you making chocolate pudding?
Because I've lost control of my life.
And the twins ended up being a miscarriage. It was early in the pregnancy, so Angelica didn't know if it was going to be a boy or a girl, so she just imagined both.
What about Susie?
Susie is real and going along with all of Angelica's crazy imaginations because it's her only friend. She tries to make her happy all the time. But the one baby that is real is Dill. Dill goes against Angelica's crazy imagination and doesn't do what she expects. And that's why Angelica freaks out on Dill all the time and gets so upset.
A really fun conspiracy. I really like this one a lot. Let me know what you guys think of this. This is pretty cool.
When Monsters released in Antarctica on February 13th, 2021, this image appeared on a Google Earth thread, and shortly after, a user named Son of Antonon responded with a wild story about what the thing in this picture was. His father was a doctor stationed at McMurdo Base in the 90s, and while there, he went on expeditions to different outposts and learned of these restricted zones they had to avoid. Something weird was going on, however, things took a dark turn. Being the only doctor at the base, he had to do pathology for personnel who died, and an alarming amount looked like they were attacked by something. The thing is, he was under orders to say they died of hypothermia. One injured researcher told him they found these prehistoric creatures frozen in the ice, and they managed to reanimate them. And then the creatures attacked the team and escaped. He called these cryptid apex predators striders. They were spider-like, the size of a greyhound dog, and had 5 spindly legs and lived in these no-go zones. Now, there's more to the story, so let me know if you want to hear part 2.
Sounds like giant crabs to me. That'd be pretty crazy.
Well, it does sound like giant crabs. I was about to say that because crabs are like the apex of creatures. Like, there's a theory that's like, I forgot what it's called, but I think it's called like the crab theory, that no matter how many improvements you would do to any animal, any human, at the end of the day, it circles all back into a crab. I don't know. I'd have to look into the theory, but that's the theory. It's basically, I don't know. It's really interesting because apparently crabs are the best created creatures. Does that make any sense?
I like the idea that, and it doesn't seem too far from being possible, that there could have definitely been frozen crustaceans or certain type of creatures in ice that they thawed out and they just reanimated. That would be pretty neat, actually. Unfortunately for the people that lost their lives, that would suck, but...
Can you imagine how much that crab leg would go for? Like giant ones? I mean, the Alaskan crab right now, just for one leg, goes for like $40. And that's if you buy it frozen, not even cooked.
To see these creatures, these prehistoric creatures, I think would be pretty fascinating.
Yo, this is weird, and the thing that makes it like legit looking for me is the way that the guy reacts. Wait, watch.
It's another example of something that can seem to break reality and give you a headache at the same time. CCTV cameras in this building caught this man going up the stairs, yet still what happens next is a pure glitch in the matrix. He accidentally walked below the tiles on the floor. This is impossible, but we saw it happen for ourselves and was caught on camera. The man in the video
That looks
also
like a
realized
wall.
for himself what just happened. He walks backwards and tries it again. Did he just break all the rules of science right before our eyes?
Wait, why did he do
know
that
where to
first
go
leg
with
like that? But the second, alright, let's go back. He didn't do that. He didn't lift his second leg. He just dragged it. But the first one he did lift. Alright, pay attention right here. Alright, you see, he lifts it, drag.
I don't even know where to go with that.
I
Was
think
that
that's
a
just
fake
edited.
video?
Yeah, I
That
think it
had
looks
to have been
edited.
fake. There's no way that was real. He was clearly, he clearly walked under some kind of lip or ledge or something, and then stepped over that. Like, that was definitely an optical illusion, if any.
Scariest conspiracy theories in the world that will seriously change your life. Today, this is mad. I don't like this. If you've got surgery coming up or you know anyone that's going into surgery, don't watch this. I mean it. It wasn't until 2020 when doctors actually realised how anaesthesia worked. Knew it worked when they were putting you to sleep, but they didn't know the complications and the side effects or whatever, which is mad to think. This led people to have a lot of theories, and this is the main. Theory is you get put to sleep, but during the surgery you're actually fully conscious, like anaesthesia awareness, which you've probably heard of, where you wake up during surgery and feel everything. So what if in surgery you feel everything, you hear everything, but you're basically paralysed, you can't move or speak? But the drug that's in it actually makes you forget when you wake up. So during the surgery you feel everything, but as soon as you wake up you forget it ever happened. It would make sense, and it's terrifying.
Yeah, that would be terrifying if that's the case. Luckily, if it is the case, you forget about it. I mean, that's great. That if you didn't forget about it, you'd be traumatized. Like straight up, you'd just be simply traumatized. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. And with that being said, have a good day.
Alright, guys. So, once again, the YouTuber, his name is DabossDk. Makes really good content. I think he's only been around for about 2 months, but he already has 360 subscribers, so he knows what he's doing. So yeah, go ahead and check him out, and go ahead and check my YouTube as well. Go ahead and hit like and subscribe. And if you're on Twitch, go ahead and subscribe as well. Alright, you guys. Feels like the sun's about to come out anytime soon, so I'll be seeing y'all. Y'all have a good night, and message me on Instagram. Let me know what y'all want, what you don't want, and we'll go from there.